Techi. I've seen him spar Samuel Techi several times at Samuel Techi's camp in Dansoman, Agege.
Interesting stuff here, and round one, there we go. This is a super bantamweight division, and when you mention super bantamweight, and you want to make comparisons to the world, obviously a name like Inoue comes to mind, isn't it?
Naoya Inoue, the monster from Tokyo, Japan.
Absolutely, Inoue, we have Casimero, and so when I see these Ghanaians, I'm actually tempted to picture all those guys outside. But then let's come back to the ring here.
Some bombs being thrown there by Emmanuel Mankatasaki.
But I think so far so good. It's been a easy attempt, of course, in the ring, and I like the way they are really fighting. Inside the ring, there hasn't been any kind of whooping or
in the boxing ring.
Interesting stuff.
He has a hearing impairment.
That is big news, man.
Yeah, but he's in here, so I call him the silent warrior.
That's great. I love him. And through boxing,
excellent ringmanship from Emmanuel Mankatasaki against his mentor Raymond Comey tonight.
And I think obviously I'm very much impressed with Emmanuel Mankatasaki in the first round. And if you ask me, on my personal scorecards, the first round goes for Emmanuel Mankatasaki. Honestly.
No doubt about that. I agree with you 1,001%. Then it's more. Emmanuel Saki definitely taking the fight to Raymond Comey, winning the first round, hands down.
Anyway, so you're still live on Ultimate Sports right here at the Idrowhyt Center, of course, in Dansoman. And we are live on the Ultimate Sports Ghana.com. And then, of course, television live. And of course, we are here as well. That is round two. Get you the live commentary across the feed to you wherever you may be. So round two, there we go. And Mankata, of course, with a dyed head, of course, trying to bully his senior, someone who introduced him into boxing, but in the ring, there is no friendship. We can talk after the fight. Both boxers are really sizing each other.
One thing about Raymond Comey, he's a very, very disciplined fighter. He began his professional career in the late 90s and he's still going good.
Amazing. So that's actually culminating to aging, the age factor.
But you see, he's very, very disciplined. So he's always fit, he's always ready, he's always on weight.
Wow, that's great. That is one thing I love about boxing. Making up a weight means you're very, very disciplined. It's key in boxing.
Yeah, sure.
But of course, Mankata looking very, very serious, of course, between the two pugilists. And let's see how it translates. Of course, always onto the scorecards. Mankata reminds me of my very own big man friend, Nana Mankata. Greetings to you wherever you are. And then, of course, Mr. Francis, CEO of Ghana Triathlon, you are also here, a legal practitioner, watching the fight. So it tells you the big gurus here tonight. And I'm very, very much happy, enthused about how this fight has been patronized. Incredible stuff here. People love boxing.
Round number 2, and Mankatasaki is still taking the action to Raymond Comey.
I am tempted to believe that, of course, and I I think just like you said, Kome has actually started so low. He really needs to back up.
A huge right to the face of Kome, another huge left and right. And Kome on the ropes. Mankata landing at will.
Great fight from Mankata at this stage. Incredible showtime for Mana Mankata. And he's standing his good time friend at this stage. And Raymond Kome seems bemused. He's in the wonderland at this stage. And Mankata setting his ring in the bell at this stage. And round 2 goes for Mankata on my scorecard. No two ways about that. No two ways about that. Mankata has stolen all the rounds so far. Great fight. Great show. Nana, great show for Mankata.
Great show, and getting to the closing stages. Mankata opened fire, and Raymond Kome was in all kinds of trouble. But hey, the fight is still on. Heading to round number 3 of this super bantamweight contest, over 8 rounds. And a while ago, Asamoah in our shots, the legendary African player Asamoah, the highest goal scorer of the national team, the Black Stars, the highest African scorer at the World Cup, Asamoah sitting close to him, his former IBF world champion Joshua. The hits are floating.
So it tells you that boxing is on ascendancy. Obviously, the #1 sport in the country. But let's also give credit to, Cabic and the Bronx and Box Office Sports for organizing this event. And it's not easy at all. We give kudos to them, and of course, we need to get all the sponsors, of course, here to just show them some appreciation, isn't it?
Yeah, Sami Enim Ado of the Asamoah Foundation doing a lot for Ghana boxing.
Yes, I mean, wherever you are, fantastic job from you. Keep it up. And of course, some other ones as well. Let me try and see if I can go through some of the sponsors that we do have here.
And then there's one thing, Samoa is a footballer, but he has invested so much into boxing. You will be made quarter.
And then travel matters. I think they are actually coming together to give us this wonderful event, of course, tonight, I should say. Anyway, so round 3 still goes on, and it's still Mankata is still on the show. He's still in all the action here tonight. Emmanuel Mankata, of course, he has been a showman, of course, in this Kabuto. The 3rd round it is. There he goes again, and that was a flowing punch at that stage, and he really needs to take care. Overconfidence is eating up into his head at this stage, and the showboating is coming up at this stage. You should really stop it and just box to the tune, isn't it?
And then I understand why Mankata is fighting that way. He has sparred so many rounds with Raymond Kome, so both boxers know each other very, very well. So I'm not surprised at the way they are going at each other. They know each other very, very well. They sparred numerous rounds.
Interesting. Anyway, so remember the show is live on HS Television, and then also, of course, on ultimatesportsghana.com. And so keep watching HS Television. It's live on, and then ultimatesportsghana.com. We are there bringing you live coverage of this feed wherever you may be. My name is Dennis. I'm here with Sam, and we are serving you cold wherever you may be. And round 3 is over, and it might be too early days yet to just tell you who's winning, but it's 8 rounds, and let's see what happens, of course, on that count. We're still trying to just give you, or tell you how the space has been filled by some incredible personalities here. The likes of Asamoah, the likes of Aite Powers, and then the son of former President John Dramani Mahama is also here. Joshua Broke is here. Asamoah is here. Couple of guys. Great stuff. It was all in round 4. So there we go. Round 4. There we go. Night of the Stars Africa Featherweight Championship, and it's coming up lately, of course, tonight. I'm sure you wouldn't blink an eye. That is going to be a sink or swim affair for the Ghanaians, Solomon Mate and John Lai, on that occasion. So there we go, and in the 4th round, and it is still Mate Emmanuel Mankata Saki, who's leading the pack on the scorecards at this stage. Oh, great show, great stuff from Mankata.
And this has turned into a phone booth fight at this point. Manuel Saki, Raymond Comey having a phone booth fight. A huge left hook to the jaw of Raymond Comey.
Anyway, so we are still, of course, in the 4th round, and at this stage, Emmanuel Mankata, is proving a nut, of course, in the shadows of his, senior colleague, I should say, Raymond Comey. But Comey has been a close shadow of himself. He hasn't actually proven, the method that he's supposed to be. And I'm quite surprised that in the 4th round, Comey is still lackluster in performance.
Yeah, Comey, of course, he's a veteran. He has seen it all, and at this point, it looks more like a fight that symbolizes passing the torch. Comey passing the torch to a younger Emmanuel Saki. That is what this fight, seems to me like. But here in boxing, anything is possible. I've seen once upon a time on the return of George Foreman, he fought against Michael Mora, a much younger opponent. Foreman at that point was around 45 years of age. He knocked out Michael Mora and became a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. In boxing, anything is possible. One punch can make all the difference.
Absolutely, you are perfectly right. And anyway, the difference should actually, be preceded, with action, and more tenacity. And at this stage, what Raymond is portraying doesn't give me that confidence to actually. 5 at this stage, and Imane Mankata Saki, of course, against Raymond Kome. And Mankata is actually prepared to punish Kome at this stage. Kome is still lacking the pressure, is lacking the ability to move forward and allowing Mankata to do all the aggression. And that was a very nice shot from Mankata. It was a left hook on that count. And Kome's aggressive stance, Kome is deceptive, it's not really moving forward as I really intend to see. And with all the 5 rounds moving through, if you ask me, obviously Saki, Mankata is leading on the cards so far as I am concerned, of course, in the studios.
A left hook from Mankata, missed right there.
Interesting stuff here, so exactly, amazing stuff. Yeah, so I've been joined, of course, in the commentary position by Samir Wedokine, and Samir is here. It's quite incredible, Night of the Stars, and for me, it's an impressive night here. It's past midnight.
Of course, still to come, Daniel Gosh, Michael Dikadi Nelson.
Exactly. So I'm sure many pundits are interested in the Daniel Gosh fight, and remember Daniel Gosh already having some kind of calls outside the country even before this fight, and I'm sure it's really going to tell him very good should he perform to expectation. That's also coming up. There are more fights coming up before the main deal, before the main event on the night. Alright, so this is round 6. And you can see Kome still backing up. And Saki is the one chasing up. Yeah. So, the guy in chap, Emmanuel Mankata Saki, is a deaf and dumb boxer. Amazing stuff, isn't it?
You wonder how he's able to pick instructions from his corner.
Amazing how he's able to pick instructions, exactly.
It's a miracle, Dennis. It's a miracle. And one of the miracles that boxing can do.
Amazing. One of the but anyway, let's return.
It's one of his most impressive fights. Emmanuel Mankata Saki is one of his most impressive fights, which took place in 2021 at the La Palm Royal Beach Resort. He fought against Success Tete, demolishing Success Tete.
Amazing.
Yeah, he caused an upset in that particular fight. That was like his outcoming fight, his homecoming fight. Really put a number on an experienced boxer like Success Tete.
Yeah, but you know, I think I really love his stance and the way he's fighting, and I mean I love his posture by all descriptions. I love it, and I think I'm loving Mankata Saki.
Yeah, so one thing that would appeal to the management of Emmanuel Mankata Saki, he has stayed too long out of the ring. Please keep him active, keep him busy in the ring so that we will see his best. He does not need to go into oblivion with all this talent.
Fantastic point at this stage, and We are getting to the dying embers of this particular fight, and at this stage, Mankata is actually showing a lot of disrespect to his senior colleague Kome, and the judges will tell it all. But of course, from my layman's view, I think certainly it's Mankata on top of the cards.
But there is one thing that Kome has in abundance is heart and stamina. He can keep coming for 15 rounds if so be.
Yes, you can keep coming for 15 rounds, but what you can do in those rounds also matter. I'm expecting him to just, you see, as we're seeing now, move into the person, but you always back down and you allow, the space comes through for your opponent to rest, but it has to be very consistent and just move into your opponent,
HSTV.
No. On the TV? HSTV.
So Mankata Saki here against Raymond Kome. Mankata in the blue and white trunks, and Raymond Kome in the green and yellow trunks. Raymond Kome, the man known as Chocobanco, against Mankata Saki Emmanuel, the man known as the silent warrior, I call him. So far, it's been Mankata doing much of the work, but veteran Raymond Kome, he is still in there, he is still game and feisty.
Interesting stuff. But so far, a good impression by both boxers at this stage. Of course, showing a lot of stamina, and I'm expecting Raymond to begin to use his jabs, at will. It really matters if you really want to actually, win the hearts of the judges. You don't just appear, as a monster and do nothing.
Raymond Kome over 2 decades of war and oppression.
Seconds out. Round 7.
So we are right here. Fight goes on. Emmanuel Mankata Saki against Raymond Kome. Emmanuel missing an uppercut right there. Raymond Kome coming back with a counter.
Yeah, specials.
You are on. And so Emmanuel Saki sends Raymond Kome into the ropes, and it looks like Raymond Kome's mouth is bleeding badly.
And this is obvious. This is nothing strange. I told you earlier in the rounds that the way Raymond is fighting, it's largely like a physical. Look, you can't charge like a lion and fight like a cat. You need to go in all out. You understand?
I like that. Then it's charging like a lion and fighting like a cat.
Absolutely. Meanwhile you are the same species. You understand? So move in and show your skills, show your prowess, what you can do. And I think that all caps for Mankata Saki. For me, he's done it all. and I wouldn't be surprised at all if he actually wins the day. But looks like he's really giving respect to Kwame at this ending of the fight. He's really showing him respect. Hey, you're my senior man. I need to just show respect, you know, and stuff like that. Look at the way he's moving through. Mine, oh mine. You see.
And I don't know what the corner of Raymond Kwame are doing. This fight should not continue.
Mine, this is incredible, and I think that Raymond Kwame is getting the heat out of Saki. Saki should, I think, at this stage, the referee should come out and of course stop the fight. Of course, in observation. And indeed, I've been joined by a commentary position by Sami Hirokain. General One himself is here, and at the appropriate time, we'll be going over for his comments as well, of course, on what is happening when we get to the main show. Now check the showboating from Imano Mankatasaki. No respect at all at this stage. And mine oh my, the fight is all over for this chap. He's actually gone through. He's won all. Through all angles. Mankatasaki dominating all spheres, of course, you know, in all the rounds. Great fight, great physique, and of course, Eddie.
And I don't understand why the corner of Raymond Kwame are allowing him to go for this round.
And the final round.
There is an argument in the corner trying to stop the fight, but the boxer says that he wants to continue, but the cornermen have to step in and save their fighter. And so that is it. This fight is over.
But you see, this is one of the basic disciplines that we do have in boxing. If your cornerman talks to you, you need to listen and not go by your own wish and caprices, honestly. You know,
that is boxers at this point that they want to go out on their field. But it is the news of the corner to step in and save their boxer. When you see that the boxer is taking too much punishment, he might want to go in as a warrior, but you might go in and save him.
Now, you see, you can wish to go in as a warrior, but you might end up as a villain. And for me, boxers should be disciplined. Your corner has seen the punishment you are taking, and the best decision is what they took, you know, and you are still insisting that you will fight. It's incredible. It's incredible.
A boxer who is clearly out of the fight, and the referee will step in and stop the fight, and the boxer will come out and attack the referee. Just like Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury. You are believing in both ears.
Absolutely.
And your cornerman stop the fight, and you go and attack the cornerman, and even go ahead and fire that trainer, Mandela. You know, so sometimes fighters have this kind of ego about them.
Absolutely, I agree with you on this count. And so we are done here. And I think it was obvious that it's a win for Madam Katasaki. So we are still live here at the Idrowhyt Center in Dansoman.